Well, that's where we came from. And there's a bunch of switchbacks that goes back, forth, back, forth, and then I gotta get back up there. But this is there's the outhouse, the privy. Here's the AKA Appalachian Trail team. Anyway, this is the Baba's Gap shelter in Jefferson National Forest. And pretty rocky hike all the way down. What I like about this place, it has a ready water source right nearby. But like I said, with all water, and just like they say, the same thing, boil or chemical treat all water that you're using. And that's what I'm getting ready to do, get me some hydration and crash.
Well, last night was a cold night and trying out the new hammock. We had about 6 guests here. I let them sleep in the thing while I set up my camp right over here. And I had my tarp over top of it. I'll show you how I had it all set up at a later time, but right now I'm trying to get out of here. It's about 8:15 in the morning. I'm getting a late start. Everybody else has done left. Enjoyed the spring that's right over here, and you can probably hear it running. Yeah. And that's what I got to listen to all night, and I love that. As far as the facility itself goes, it was well clean when we got here. Hard time finding wood. Need to get some more wood in this area, but that's what the storms are for. And a real nice handicap style privy inside there. It's all set up. But yeah, there's a real nice landscaping and all that. Plenty of camping for somebody else later on. Somebody, if this was over full, they had a overflow in the bottom. But I'm getting ready to get out of here as soon as I can, and try to get all my gear packed up and head to the next shelter. So I'll see you then.
This is day 3 of my adventure. That's where I come from. And you know these rocks, and that's where I'm going. So we're heading to the next shelter, and it's probably about 6 miles, probably less than that now, away. So day 3. There's your tunnel vision. As you're walking along, after you leave the boblet shelter, you run across this marvel of engineering back in the day. That's the Blue Ridge Parkway above it, and this is the wall below it, the rock wall, and the trail runs right beside it. That's pretty cool. Just past Harvey Knob, trailhead coming in, and talk about a rocky outcropping that I was walking across here, and up and over and back through. Fun, fun, fun. Still hiking the rugged terrain up here past the Purgatory Mountain Range and just past the Montvale lookout on the parkway. And this is the kind of stuff that I'm hiking through right now. So we'll see what happens when we get down a little bit further. And some different scenery. Now Taylor Mountain View, or Taylor Mountain, yeah. Taylor Mountain View, elevation 2543. Elevation here is 2340. Man. And I gotta find a trailhead. Well, finally made it. Wilson Creek Shelter, 2.5 miles. Haha, that's what I gotta go. But I made it to Black Horse Gap, anyway, which is my first break point. So I done traveled 5 miles. And I'm bush, so I'm gonna take a break. Well, the section of trail that I'm in right now is maintained by the Roanoke Appalachian Trail Club, and the section behind me, was maintained by the Natural Bridge Trail Club, 80 miles of it. And I just stopped here to get a photo op. Fine, I made it to Wilson's Creek, and this is what it looks like. Pretty good size shelter, and back there is the humble privy, and about 250 yards to 300 yards down that hill is where the water is, which there's just a trail. So this is where I'm staying tonight. And over there is my humble campground. Well, it's a beautiful morning. Cold as hell last night. The Wilson Creek shelter. But nice weather for hiking this morning. It's raining too bad so far, but that's yet to come because I'm going towards Full Heart Knob Shelter. From what I understand, that's some of the hardest miles between here and Catawba, so we'll see what happens. way out there, that mountain ridge way over there, the one before it, that's where I'm going, Escataba. Way out there. Finally got around the corner here, just came up from Wilson's Creek. Nice cool drinking water down there. And I'm looking forward to some more switchbacks and turns and twists and uphill and downhill. So I'll tell you about the terrain seems to be pretty decent. Looks really nice and it's quiet and it's cool right now. It's early morning, so it's about 8 o'clock. So I'll see you at the next shelter. Oh man. If you can't tell and I'm out of breath, this is the backside of Full Heart Knobs trail. I ain't even got to the mountain yet, as far as I know. But yeah, it goes up and up and up and up and up. And then there's a switchback here I'm sitting on. Goes around here. And then goes all the way up that way. And I'll tell you what's on the other side of it.
I finally got over top of the mountain and was coming back down it. And what a score I found. I come right across a nice, cool, bubbling creek. Set down my pack and relaxed a little bit. Just took in the scenery. And listened, met a couple hikers along the way. And refilled my water bottles and treated them and headed on down the trail afterwards.
After climbing all the switchbacks, after leaving Wilson's Creek shelter, I made it all the way to the top of Salt Pond Road. Now the water sources are scarce in between, but there is 2 decent water sources that you can drink from. Just remember to treat your water. Note to the Appalachian Trail Club in Roanoke, somebody has disfigured your sign that you just put in. And notice along the trail they've also darkened some of the white blazes. I don't know if they've burned them off or scraped them off or what, but it's a good thing that I've hiked this section before, so just let you know. Full Heart Mountain, or at least the Full Heart Mountain Trail, is whooping my tail. You ain't got a view, maybe in the wintertime you do. And it is rocky terrain. Real rocky. Uphill, downhill, switchbacks. It's a long hike. And when I passed Salt Pond Road back there, it said I had 2.8 miles to Full Heart Shelter. So there's just some view. And I believe over there is Full Heart now. Full Heart Knob Shelter. There's your privy. And this one, if you notice, has a gutter on it. And it's connected to this gutter, which is connected to this reservoir, which runs a pipe down to where the water supply is. Pretty cool, huh? Sucks when you do that. It's easier when you get right up on it. See? There's your lever. Fresh, cold water that needs to be treated. And I mean, that water's cold, buddy. Let me tell you. I took that sucker as soon as I got here and filled it up and used it as a cold water bottle right against my neck. Cooled me off real quick. It's got nice camping grounds. They just need to do a little bit of more work on fixing it up where they've graffitied it over the years. But other than that, it looks good. Got a fire pit. And of course you got your picnic table where I got all my stuff just spread all out, because this is the last trip till the next segment, and then we'll get the Dragon's Tooth. Always remember when you're hiking through here, right now I'm on the front side, and let me specify when I say front side, I'm hiking from north to south, so that would be, most people are hiking from south to north, meaning that would be the front side of the mountain. This is the front side of Full Heart. And when you're hiking, you'll run across obstacles like this, and with a backpack it can be pretty scary, so take your time. You twist an ankle out here, it could be days before you run across another hiker coming through here to help you, and you'd even be lucky if you have a cell phone. Some signals you get, some signals you don't, so be very careful when you're walking the trail and enjoy it. Another nice little bridge. I just come across. And we're going. Getting breezy. This is a change of scenery. Getting into the pine thicket. Interesting. Pretty cool, pretty cool. My journey's almost to an end for this part of it. Well, sign off for right now until I get to the end here. So you come out of the pine thickets, and you come to a fence. And this is what you do with this fence. You feel like you're a cow yet? I feel like I'm a cow. Look what awaits me. Yet another fence. And maybe we go through here, maybe, without getting caught and hung up in the fence. And oof, and we hit the steps. Dark again. I believe that was wild grapes back there. It's really getting dark in here. Come on in there. How long I got to go, but I know I've got to be somewhere close to the road down here.